Hey everyone, alligator mating season is right around the corner. So I'm taking your questions about hiking near alligators to FWC Public Information Officer Bryce Philippi. Thanks so much for taking the time to chat.
Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
All right, so let's get to our first question. For those who are new to Florida or kind of new to exploring the outdoors, what is alligator mating season and when does it take place?
When the weather starts warming up, that's when active alligators become more active. Courtship begins in early April. Mating occurs in around May or June, and female they lay their eggs and deposit in the nests around late June, early July.
What does alligator mating season mean for hikers specifically?
For hikers specifically, you want to be cautious around the water. Just be aware of your surroundings. For hikers, if you have pets, make sure you have them on a leash. Keep them away from the water. You don't want to let your pets go in the water either. You don't want them swimming.
What kind of behavior changes will people notice in alligators?
You might hear some the alligators calling and stuff like that at night. Males and females both do the calling, but during mating season, you'll hear them. They'll be a little more vocal.
A little more vocal. Will they be moving around a little bit more? Maybe not quite as stationary.
They'll be looking for mates.
Looking for love. Gary wants to know, during mating season, are alligators more active in the morning, afternoon, or evening?
They're most active during the early morning, the evening, dusk time, and also during the night.
Okay, gotcha. So those are the times to kind of keep your eyes extra peeled. Chuck wrote, while taking a picture, what is a safe distance? For example, if I'm 15 feet away, will I be able to outrun the gator?
I don't have a set distance on how far you want to be. If you're on a boardwalk or something like that, you're more elevated than being versus on the land or near the water.
Julie and Jerry are trying to get to the bottom of this myth about zigzagging. Is there any truth to that?
I don't know about that, but when it gets to the point where you're trying to think of are you going to zigzag or run, don't put yourself into the position where you have to think about that. Take precautions before then. Judge your surroundings, judge your distance, and try to stay away from that before you have to start thinking, am I going to have to run? Am I going to zigzag? By then, you don't want to be in that position.
Frank wrote, when in a confrontational situation with gators, what tools or techniques would help you flee the scene without getting hurt?
Don't put yourself into that position, but if you are in a position where you are in a situation with an alligator, alligators have a very strong mouth. They have very good closing power. But so you're not going to be able to really pull the mouth open. You want to kind of go for more for the eyes, a sensitive area for them.
Christine says, if I want to scare other critters like a raccoon or snake, I clap and stomp to scare them off. Does that work for alligators?
It might work when they're basking on the shoreline. Even just if you walk up, if an alligator sees you, they should be just naturally just want to get into the water because that's where they're going to feel a little more safe is in the water.
Officer Philippi, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. I know everybody will appreciate it. If you would like to read a little bit more about what he had to say, look for an article on our website, abcactionnews.com/walkingclub.